It's Ketchup Packets.
Hey everybody, I'm Sean.
I'm Nate.
And this is Ketchup Packets. Today we're back with more Three Body Problem. We're on Season 1, Episode 7, which is called Only Advance. I guess that could be taken a couple different ways, but I can't make heads or tails of that without more context.
No, I mean, it seems like they're doing a push now where they have to only advance their technology and their capabilities at like a very rapid rate.
Well, and you know, we're under a science attack where we can't really make any more fundamental breakthroughs in our knowledge of how reality works. But, as Wade was kind of saying to the people he was planning with last time, that doesn't mean we can't improve the stuff we already have. You know, like you can still improve our technology without any more fundamental breakthroughs in how reality works. You know, we can make the things we do have more efficient and, you know, better designed and just all that kind of stuff.
Luckily, all of this is happening during sort of modern times as we're speaking here, and like we do have a pretty good idea of how the universe works and how physics works.
Right.
Like, you know,
but I don't
starting from an earlier point.
I don't think we could unfold a proton and transcribe an AI onto it, you know? So it's like, it stands to reason that at least from what they know, there's a long way to progress still.
Yeah.
So, and they can't do any of that, but we can still get some pretty good stuff going, probably.
We can build a rocket ship. We can build a nuclear bomb.
We can build a little probe propelled by nuclear bombs that's going to sail out to a fleet.
With a person in it. Yeah,
with a person in it. And maybe related to that, Will is going to buy a star. What's that all about?
Well, so I'm assuming he's going to probably be that person. And in what state he's going to be in, because the distance now is like, what is it? It's 4 years out, right?
It's 4 light years away is the distance. And they are traveling at 1% of light speed.
Oh yeah, so it's 400 years out. So he's not going to be alive anymore when he hits where the ships are.
His horizon is like 2 months, right?
Exactly.
So they would. Yes, it stands to reason that there's more information needed on what's exactly going to happen there. And I guess I don't know.
But even like a cryogenically frozen human body would be something that if I was the aliens, I wouldn't want to pass that up. You know, like
exactly, yeah. So especially if they're planning on trying to conquer our planet. You know, stuff. The human body could tell you about the planet. Learn about the environment you're going to go to. I guess they already know all that stuff if they have the Sophons here.
Yeah, right. I mean, that's true. It's like, what more can you really learn besides? I mean, I'm sure they have access to the entirety of our internet and the all of
but being able to run their own experiments on actual tissue and stuff would probably be valuable. You know, there's things that just don't happen on Earth that they can do.
So, hey guys, you wouldn't believe this. They're actually really squishy and weak. This is going to be easier than we thought.
Yeah. I mean, when they asked... So, the ninja lady in the game has not been given a name on the show, right?
Yeah. No, I don't think so.
In the books, that character's name is just Sophon. So, for simplicity's sake, when talking about her, I'm going to call her Sophon.
Cool, even though we already have something else in the series called Sophon.
Right, but that's the technology, and her, I don't know, but that's what her name is in the books. And when she was taught, they asked her, you know, like, you really look like us? And she said, no, we don't look anything like you. And they said, what do you look like? And she just said, you wouldn't like it.
Wouldn't like it, yeah.
So, what exactly does that mean? People have speculated online that the rehydrate capability means that maybe the Trisolarans are like a fungus.
Yeah, well, they could be really like any form, you know, like I think we talked a few episodes ago about how there's a couple different beings even on Earth that can like, you know, survive the vacuum of space and stuff because
and stuff,
they
right?
Can basically freeze themselves into a state where they're no longer like really alive and then can rehydrate themselves kind of like that, you know?
Yeah. So they could.
So they could look like anything.
But all we know is we wouldn't like it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It seems.
I imagine if alien life ever really does, like if we ever do contact it in some way, it will probably look so different to us that it will be hard to immediately recognize as life. You know, like you'll have to do some kind of a criteria checklist to be like, oh, okay, so I guess this thing is alive.
Yeah, it's technically alive. Yeah.
Yeah, but it will probably be. I don't know. It just seems like life has so many varied forms within our own ecosystem.
Right.
That then an entirely separate ecosystem, I imagine, would be just as different from ours as the individual components of our ecosystem are from each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's like, not to go off on a tangent here, but Earth does have a large variety of different ecosystems that life does survive in.
Right, but they're all
you know.
interconnected. You know, it's
Yeah,
all
I
it's
guess,
one.
yeah, they're all-
You know, Gaia is one system.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, kind of makes you wonder.
This
if
is a
we
lot of pre-discussion.
Wish we could see it for ourselves. Wouldn't that be cool?
That would. Hopefully, one day we'll contact aliens. All right, this is all pre-show. We're gonna watch Three Body Problem now. Join our Patreon. Help support the channel. It's ahead of YouTube. Thanks.
Thanks.
How far away?
401.5 light years.
That's
Think
very,
about the
very
light
far.
Jin Star is emitting right now. I mean, by the time it gets here, the Santee will be here too.
Don't ruin it.
Yeah, dude, why'd you bring that up?
They're kind of red.
That's why I picked it.
Did you notice what Saul just called it?
Visible to the naked eye.
No, what? What?
He said, think about the light that Jin's star is emitting right now.
You feel
Got
good
this
doing
for Jin.
something that
Yeah.
crazy? You're spending 19 million on a...
19.5. And yes, we did.
See, he spent the whole inheritance.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You could just tell her it was you.
I'm not telling
I'm
her.
just saying, if you
I'm
did,
not
you never
telling
know.
her.
But you never know.
You're not fucking telling her either.
Well, I think you have to swear someone to secrecy before you tell
Promise
them the secret.
me.
Why wouldn't you want her to know?
It's
I get
complicated,
it,
clearly.
yeah.
Whatever, dude.
He feels like he doesn't deserve her love.
Right. That's so sad.
Will,
Oh no. Did he collapse?
How you feeling?
No immediate danger. That's what the doctor said. No immediate danger. How many people can say that for sure?
Exactly. No immediate danger. They're still very
Yeah.
far away. Oh wait, your sickness. Oh, I forgot
Oh,
about
yeah. Oh, shit.
Someone came for you. Fuck me. Aren't those
No, yeah.
insanely expensive?
Wow.
that. So she is notified.
Well, you've had lots of fancy suitors, I'd imagine.
I have. But none with that kind of money.
She does not like him.
Yeah, no.
Tim, you seem to be in denial about how weird this is.
It's
This
very
is weird.
strange.
Yeah.
This is maybe the 28th weirdest thing I've seen this month. Adjust your weirdness horizons.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's not still weird.
Almost certainly, someone's taking the piss. Either way, I don't have time to worry about it. This is stupid. No one owns this.
I mean, yeah, you would have the thought it's easier and cheaper to fake this than it is
Yeah.
to buy the star.
For many years now, Dr. Demov has been doing good work keeping things alive under extreme conditions.
Oh no. What's in there?
How long can he stay that way?
As long as we like.
So they just figured out cryogenic freezing.
Coiled cells
I guess they got it, yeah.
Wow.
slowed down 1,000-fold, but not stopped.
How quickly can you wake them up?
Dude, I feel like that would be so uncomfortable.
Ну, привет, Коля.
Just waking up? Wow.
It's gonna die.
Нет, еще пока нет.
It seems to remember this interaction
Yeah.
at least. That's
Yep.
good.
Отлично, какой ты молодец, Коля.
It's pretty impressive in and of
Yeah,
itself.
that's a smart ape, even if it hadn't just been frozen for months. Just wakes up and is like, I'm hungry. It doesn't need to like vomit or anything. It's just
Yeah,
fine.
that's what I was thinking. I was like, you would totally like be all sorts of messed up from being frozen like that for like a while.
Oh,
there we go.
Gross. Yeah, see? Didn't I say vomit?
The Doomsday Express just pulled into the station. You can all queue up behind me.
Okay.
You're going into hibernation?
As soon as I can.
Who's gonna run things here?
I am. I'm gonna wake up for a week every year, fix the fuck-ups, visit mom, hire people, fire people, go to Wimbledon.
Oh, interesting.
What, for 400
Didn't I
years?
say this takes place over a long period
Yeah,
of time,
well,
Nate?
I
Someone
didn't
has
really
to keep
occur
the
to me
plan on
that
track.
You could just train someone
characters
to
would
run some
maintain that whole time.
You get to keep some of those characters.
Only advance.
I don't know what that means.
You will when you get there.
I'm sorry?
It's not as far as it used to be. Not for us.
I mean, Wade, I think, is very invigorated by this challenge, and he can't handle the idea that he won't be there for the showdown.
That'd be frustrating.
We needed 1,000 bombs for staircase. We've got just over 300. We're not getting any more.
Why not?
The heaviest payload it can carry is under 2 kilograms.
That's a very small person.
Yeah, he could send a little hobbit. No, it's still too big.
Yeah.
It's the ever-changing pattern dancing through the neurons of their brain. If that exists, the person exists. It'll be enough for them to rebuild the rest. If they do, we have a man on the inside.
I'm sorry, are we talking about killing someone for this?
And we weren't before?
Yeah, you're sending someone on a one-way trip into space.
Yeah, right. Augie, she's making me upset, dude.
So, are you following what Wade is saying we're doing now, though?
Yeah.
They're sending a brain out there.
Yep.
What's going on up here and here? That's humanity. You want to understand us? You'll need to get your hands or tentacles, or whatever the fuck appendages you have, on the thing itself. You need someone who actually understands the people who make decisions around here. Someone who can learn about you. Someone like the people in this room.
They're all like, oh god, is he gonna choose one of us? I don't wanna...
What about it?
I'll go.
Who are you?
Edgar.
Don't be a retard, Edgar. What about it?
Oh, that was
people
mean.
who wants to meet the enemy?
That was so unexpected, that's why I laughed so hard.
But we need someone who knows about physics, chemistry, rocket science. Someone who's willing to die, likely for nothing. Which probably means someone who's dying already.
Who could it
Any of
be?
you know someone of that description?
No, yeah, Wade knows the answer already. That's why he was saying it that way.
Yep.
He was describing Will on purpose.
But we need a reason for the project to exist. And the person inside...
The severed fucking head inside.
The person inside is that reason. Your friend Will is that reason.
Augie.
Find him.
Yeah,
and learn
real.
about things that we wouldn't know.
She's really missing the forest for the trees here.
You don't know him.
That's right, neither do you. Or the Santee. Only Will Downing truly knows Will Downing.
There you go. Oh.
What?
Thomas Wade just had an idea, Nate, and I know what idea he had.
I have to make a call.
You can't force him into it.
It'd be no use to us if I did.
We're gonna tell him not to do
You're
it.
excited and I'm confused.
Yeah, I'm excited. That was really cool the way they showed him realize that. You'll see, you'll understand.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure.
I fucked up. I need to fix it.
We still need the sail, though.
You gonna put that ship back together and all those people you sliced up?
Well, you can't unslice a people, but you can stop building a sail.
I guess.
Tell me about your project. Have you ever heard the term wall phaser?
Have you ever heard that term?
No.
I have no choice in the matter.
We all have choices.
I've never been less happy about a business decision.
She's being fired?
I'm doing what I have to do. By all means, finish your tweet.
Just doing what I have to do.
Yeah, oh, what is she doing?
What I should have been doing all along. And I'm taking
She's just spilling the tea on everybody?
It doesn't belong to you, Augie.
It doesn't. It shouldn't, right?
No, she's just publishing the trade secrets.
It shouldn't belong to anybody. It should belong to everybody.
I don't think you can do that even if you're the creator.
It does if I give it to them.
I'm sure that she was...
All of our research, the specs on our equipment, our work on upscaling
Right,
and
I mean,
applications.
so maybe she'll get in trouble with me, she doesn't care, and, you know, you can't unring a bell.
And other open source platforms.
There you go.
You wouldn't.
I just did.
Hey. Look at that. Nifty.
Yeah, this is... You can go to bad prison
Yeah,
for like a long time.
she might not care.
Oh, they can use clean room design. Separate their designers from your IP and cover their asses against copyright infringement.
There you go. Yeah, see, she understands all this stuff. She's smarter than us.
You'll end up in prison.
Well, they better arrest me fast. My flight leaves in 3 hours.
Oh, is she going to Belize or some shit?
Yeah,
cool.
she's outie.
So it's all real then?
Yeah.
Fuck. What's it called again? Stairway to Heaven?
The Staircase Project. Yeah.
The Stairway to Heaven was right there.
Yeah,
Why didn't they use
right.
that?
Who would this staircase project turn me into? Maybe some kind of a Sleeping Beauty character?
Rip Van Winkle.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But you don't have to worry about that, because we're gonna find someone else, okay?
Why?
Having to take his
We have
brain
options.
out is... You don't want to think about that, your friend going through that.
Who else is there?
I'm afraid that's classified.
You haven't got anyone.
Yeah, he's probably the only suitable candidate.
Well, if you don't have a passenger, it doesn't
Sean,
really work then, does it?
If we ever find it, if I'm ever in his position and you're ever in her position, I want you to try and convince me to do this.
Be like, dude, go meet the aliens, man.
Come on, dude. This is huge.
But now we could both work big.
Yeah.
Not like this.
It's his choice, isn't it?
Yeah. It's an opportunity at the end of his life.
What? Why are you staring at me?
Because I bought you a fucking star. Now let me go to space.
Sometimes when you're really high, you see people. Or maybe it's when you're dying.
One or the other.
Yeah.
But I see you. And I love you.
He said it.
Yay. Oh.
Tell me not to do it and I won't.
Don't put it in her hands. It is your choice, ultimately.
It's alright.
But you can tell she feels strongly she was giving her the chance. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, see, so a strong human element like this is the thing that these books really do lack. And I think they've done a really good job building that into this show.
Yeah.
The show has a good human element.
It's a good thing for a show to have characters.
Yeah.
You know?
She just walk around all day being like, shit.
Just kind of grabbing stuff off the shelf, kind of looking at stuff and being like, what did I do?
I may have overcorrected. Yeah, look at the photograph
the world's
of
biggest whoopsie.
Your daughter. Maybe she was more important.
Yeah, right, dude. I don't know how you live with yourself, to be honest. Like,
and all this kicked off because of the way in which she lost her father. You know, it was so traumatic for her, and she turned around and cost herself her daughter in response.
You're right.
You know?
And everyone else, like, how much terror has she created? Ugh.
I know you don't want to see me,
You bet.
but I need to speak with you.
Which one of them did she call? Is it Jin?
Ant?
Yeah.
It's a bug.
Yes, this is the very first scene in the second book, is an ant crawling on carved out letters and like trying to make sense of them.
He's lost.
Oh, interesting.
What do you care?
So that's cool.
That's interesting. Yeah, I like that.
I tried to hide it from her. I wanted to protect her, but I couldn't.
How could you
She was smart like
have a child knowing the situation you'd brought about?
Right.
I don't know.
Would you like to hear a joke?
Not really from you.
So he starts tuning up, and the angels rush at him. What are you doing? They say. I'm getting ready to play. Don't do that. God won't like it. But it's difficult. He loves music, and there's actually not much to do in heaven. And he thinks, I'm going to do it. I'm going to play with him. We're going to sound great together. The saxophone stops, and God appears. He marches over to Einstein and kicks him in the balls, which hurts even in heaven.
Okay.
And smashes Einstein's beloved violin to bits. Eternity without music. An angel comes over and says, we warned you. Never play with God.
This is a joke, or are you telling the lesson of your life?
Humor is a very personal thing. Some people understand it and some people don't. Some jokes are so private, they only make sense to two people. But jokes are important.
It's true.
We wouldn't survive without them.
It seems like she's speaking in code of some kind.
Don't you agree?
She knows they're being watched.
Yeah.
Maybe she is trying to say something else to Saul.
Take care, Saul. I hope my joke doesn't cause you any trouble.
Yeah.
He's got to think now because he understands fully that wasn't a joke.
Yeah.
It's not funny. But she said this is a joke, I'm telling a joke, so aliens watching would makes them know why they didn't understand that exchange. You know? It was a joke.
Henceforth, I swear all my endeavours shall be to affirm my loyalty to the human race. I shall never knowingly perform any act or divulge any information that might cause harm to humanity as a whole.
That's a pretty easy thing to sign. I would sign that.
Me too.
I won't sign that.
Why not?
Because I don't feel any loyalty to the human race.
Because you don't have any other candidates. You need me. I'm not signing anything.
Dying anyway.
I make no concessions.
Yeah.
I would say.
They might end up being better than us. Why would I swear loyalty to us if they could end up being better?
Well, because they're coming to kill everybody, though, man.
But you've never met them.
Jin thinks it's what I should do. And I trust her. If you want me to sign a loyalty oath to her, then I will.
Damn.
To humanity.
I mean,
You should have come out with all this earlier, bro.
it makes sense that he... I mean, those are terms I understand, you know? I'm loyal to a particular person, not to the whole human race.
Right.
Drop new papers. How hard is that, Wade?
For your time. You're perfect for the staircase project. We'll be in touch shortly regarding next steps.
It was a test.
I see.
Or something.
I guess, yeah.
He's got to be think for himself instead of just do what's put in front of him.
Maybe.
He's our man because he's not our man. That's why they'll go out of their way to pick him up.
Oh, okay. You need someone that the aliens are gonna guarantee. Like, you need a guarantee that they're gonna recover the probe. We have no plan to actually like get it into the fleet besides knowing they'll want to grab it.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, hey, look, she's still around. What is her name?
Hello, Tatiana.
Tatiana. Oh, was that Sofon's voice?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey!
I heard you were done speaking to us.
We were done speaking to him, but we are not done speaking to you.
Oh boy.
You are a part of something much larger than yourself. You're a part of us. And we need you.
Oh, jeez.
You have to consent to the procedure 5 times. The questions are designed to avoid the possibility of accidental consent. Take as much time as you need.
Oh, there are places that really do this, right?
Yep.
Is this how it works?
I'm sure there's lots of different...
Like multiple fail-safes in place to, give you 1,000 opportunities to back out?
Yep.
Jin, I told her not to come.
Oh, this would be brutal, man.
Oh, I keep forgetting to ask. Did you get a chance to thank him? In person, I mean. For your star.
Wade knows.
Will gave me the star.
Oh, he didn't tell you. Yeah, you inherited some money. Drop your price and resell it, or you'll be left with nothing.
It wasn't. It was the king's arm.
No.
God.
Wade is a weird character.
Yeah, he is.
He's interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, it would probably be so hard for Saul too, you know?
You need to think this through.
He'd be like, let's just
What it
keep
means.
talking a little while longer.
Yeah.
Frozen space. Maybe forever.
I'm completely unaware the whole time. So basically dead, which is what I was going to be soon anyway.
Yeah, you'd be dead until you weren't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, like, signing up for this
Yeah,
seems like
well,
the only
that's-
possible
Mhm.
chance to wake up again
That's
from
best
my
case
death, which is
Mhm.
coming, so I'm gonna do
'Cause
it.
if they find you, they'll rebuild you. And maybe they turn you into a program and they communicate with you through an interface.
Ooh, that is brutal, though, to be like
Here,
a prisoner.
Mm-hmm.
Like an isolation tech. They just read your mind.
So they read Diary of a Nobody. And then they switch me off and we're back to dead.
Yeah, I mean, Will seems like he's pretty much like, I don't really care what happens to me at this point.
His mind is made up, but I understand what Saul is saying and being like, we really have no idea what sort of experience awaits you.
Right.
To do that. But compared to us, it's exactly what they told us. We are bugs.
Yeah.
Bugs don't know why terrible things happen to them. They're bugs. Right? Maybe it's an exterminator. Maybe it's a science class. Maybe it's just some nasty little kid that's ripping their legs off for fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Don't try to figure it out. You just stay away from them.
No.
Yeah, I would, if I were Saul, I would start to, like, freak out.
Yeah.
There's one more? Dude, just hang out for a little
The next
while.
one was the last one.
Ooh.
Or maybe it wouldn't be.
Death is so final.
Maybe it'd be like,
Not cool.
how many people get this opportunity?
Oh, yeah, it's trickier than I initially thought it was, because I was thinking like, oh, it's just my brain. I'm gonna be dead. It's just gonna be my brain, and whatever happens. It's
Your
like,
brain
oh,
is the
man.
whole blueprint. They'll bring you back. Yeah.
I'm gonna miss you, man. If they bring me back, I'll miss you too.
So Jin ran out
Jin's
the door.
Is Jin gonna show up right now?
I think that's what she's intending to do, but...
Oh.
Just the empty bed would be so...
Yeah.
Like, it's not even, like, right after, so he's there and Saul's there and you can grieve together or anything. It's just like...
Yeah, it's like, this happened.
The world has moved on already, you know? That's... Whoa!
Shit. Oh my god.
And she's got to feel responsible for it.
Yeah.
You know? It's like the same way, like with Jack, where you know her involvement in the situation would create some survivor's guilt.
Her guilt would just be ridiculous.
Is this Red Coast? They're back at Red Coast base. Yeah, there'd be a lot to think about.
Think she's gonna jump?
I'm thinking about what she said when they first brought her in here. Remember she said, I will stay here for the rest of my life?
Oh yeah, that's right.
So.
Yeah.
Hello, Dr. Yeah.
Is it Tatiana?
Tatiana.
To China.
How the hell did she get there? Is she gonna push them both off the cliff?
Go this way to do something I was going to do myself.
Oh, she thinks that she's been sent to kill her. No, she's been sent to prevent you from killing yourself, I think.
You can't. It'd be horrible. That fool
That's kind of the idea.
might not even have her right away.
Yeah, but it would. Nobody's gonna help at the bottom.
Yeah.
I can give you something better. Something beautiful.
Is that...
You fulfilled your purpose.
At least the Lord hasn't forgotten me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they will. You're their first point of contact. Yeah.
I wanted to see one more sunset from this place. Can we watch it together?
I'd like that very much.
What is this scene?
I mean, I think she was going to
Yeah, I get that.
bring about the end anyway, and now Tatiana has been sent here also to kill her, so...
But why would...
So long.
Why would Sofan bother with that if
You deserve
surely
the rest.
they already knew what
Yeah.
where she was going and what she was going to do?
I mean, not if she never said it.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Because they can't see inside our heads, Nate.
Got you.
Okay, well, they're still alive now. So, I'm not gonna count that as the death of Yawinja just yet.
Nope. The tone for that was very, very melancholy.
Yeah.
For like the whole episode. And also, it felt like it was leading up to, like, the end of the season.
The conclusion,
the
yes.
conclusion,
You might call it a penultimate episode.
Yes,
you know?
very much so. So, I'm gonna take a stab, and if it's too spoilery, just stare at me blank-faced, okay?
Okay.
But said wall facer.
Mhm.
And I was thinking about it for like a couple minutes after he said that, because that is an interesting concept. It's like, if you're facing the wall, nobody can see what you're face is doing or what you're doing, like with your hands kind of thing.
Right.
And it's all, as long as you keep it between yourself and the wall, then no one else can see it or whatever. Kind of idea that like, as long as you keep your thoughts in your head and never express them outwardly, they can't really affect the wider space.
Well, they can affect the wider space, but they're not known to the wider. There is a domain that the Sophons can't surveil.
Can't see, yes.
And it's the inside of a human consciousness.
Of course, until... I mean, if Will gets there and they're like, okay, well, this is how the brain works, and then they can just send the Sophons up inside of our heads and like read our neuron.
Right, yeah. Who knows
patterns.
what the upper limit of their technological prowess really is, but...
I would be worried knowing that to give them a human brain to work with. You know, like, even though I understand that they want the probe to get picked up is kind of like the main thing, I think, right?
Well,
I'm having a difficult time understanding exactly what the point of that whole plan is. It's like we want to meet them halfway, but there's no bomb. You're not doing any damage.
They're hoping that the rest of it will kind of sort itself out as it happens, or
I guess.
I don't know. They're desperately flailing for something to do, and that particular idea, I think, was in response to, they have surveillance probes here. Send one out there.
Yeah, right.
Really, that was the first thought, was we have to do what they did, so what's the best we can do on that front? We gotta get a surveillance probe out there. How does it get data back? He'll figure it out. Well, I think Wade literally said that. He seems like a smart guy.
It kind of seems like they... How am I gonna put this? The fact that they didn't understand completely what our motivations are, like, and that dude lied to them by telling them a story, and they were like, that can only, I mean, their interpretation of that was like, that's extremely malicious, and it was almost like a behavior that they couldn't really comprehend fully.
Yeah.
And if they're sent a brain and given an opportunity to understand these bugs a little bit better, maybe they will not be so hostile towards us, or something along those lines. That's kind of what I'm...
But, I mean, is there really enough space on this planet for two sentient dominant species, especially given the way that human beings are? Do you think that humans would share the planet with... I mean, I think if we were given no choice,
total annihilation, maybe,
But we would constantly wait for the opportunity to get the upper hand, you know, on the
That's
total...
true.
I know, it just seems like you don't... On a long time scale, there's no upside to leaving us standing, you know? So, I don't know.
Unless they're like a fungus, like you said, or something along the, you know.
Right.
Because all they need is our environment, right? What if the ships get here and they're like this big, and all the beings are like this big?
That Wade said that's one of the questions we want the probe to answer. Are there ships the size of, of a thimble or a giant spaceship? You know? It's like, what are we even looking at here?
What if they need like one square block, or like city block of space, in order to like have their entire civilization, and we can just sort of
make a little District 9 for them,
it's like, and all they
put 'em
really
in there.
care about is that the whole planet isn't gonna burst into flames every who knows how long or whatever.
So someone in our comments of this show was talking about how Alpha Centauri, the nearest star system to this, is 4 light years away, and it's like 2 main stars and then a smaller one called Proxima that kind of goes around. So the implication is that the Santi are literally coming from the nearest star to us. That, you know, like just the very first neighbor over was like, oh, there's aliens there and they're coming. You shouldn't have said anything, you know? And apparently we do know of at least one planet that is in that system as well. So there could very well be beings that live there. Who knows? We have no way of seeing right now. But
it's wild to think about.
And
I mean, and that would be an interesting like solution to the Fermi paradox. It's like, well, no one bothered to ask. You know, it's like the moment we said there's aliens everywhere, we just didn't shoot our little message out in the right direction, you know, or nobody had any reason to answer us, really.
Yeah, when Jia had a book about the Fermi paradox when she was looking around in her house there, so they definitely, you know, that idea is in play on this show for sure. You know, you gotta wonder about a question like that, and the books definitely explore that question.
Well, the answer to the Fermi paradox in this world is, well, there they are.
Yeah.
Right?
So, there's no more Fermi paradox. Here's the aliens.
Yeah.
We contacted him very soon after we started sending out signals.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. But people didn't know about it because a book still got written about it.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
What year did he come up with that? I guess Enrico Fermi. I don't know anything about him as a person. If he's still alive or what work he did.
It would have to have been after the radio signal was created and been
after we were listening
out.
for them and being like, why don't we hear radios? Because that's what his the question that he was posing, right? Is why don't we hear signals and see stuff that's evidence of aliens? Given the amount of time, it should be all over the place.
Right. So you'd think that you would have to at least have radio signals and telescopes to work with. So I'm assuming sometime
20th century, I think. Yeah. Tell us about Enrico Fermi in the comments if you want to. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that would.
Because we don't do our own research on this channel, as a rule.
Not. I can't even research Fermi now because we're watching this and that book was in there. So
it's true.
I can't learn
forbidden
anything.
from now on. Yeah, okay. I think that means we've reached the end of our discussion. Thanks for watching 3 Body Problem with us, everybody. We've got the last episode next. So yeah, we're excited to finish out the season with you all. And until then, I'm Sean.
I'm Nate.
This is Ketchup Packets.